Greetings and salutations, friends. So, when we last left off, I was stuck. I didn't know where to go. I explored a little bit, and I found that on the cliff face there was a single cave that had no chain leading to it. So I dropped off the ledge above it and got to the ledge that led to the cave, which presumably holds the golden pickaxe. Let's see. To those who bear the golden pickaxe, knock, and ye shall be granted entry. And we found it. What luck, a golden pickaxe. Now, this is a good time to see if things will work in the back. Let's see, can I pickaxe this? Or, excuse me, work when you have them in the bag. Well, nothing to excavate. So I guess this has to be activated. Maybe we can use this life seed, actually. I was hoping it had some rocks to test it out with, but I suppose not. Of course, we do have a bit of wandering to do yet. And I'm actually quite happy I found this by myself. I thought, well, let me try this one more time, see if I can get somewhere. And Amos levels up as a merchant, becomes a tycoon. He learns the ability Call to Arms. So this leaves us with a conundrum. Do we want to go switch Amos's job? Or do we want to just leave him as a merchant? I guess I'll switch his job out. Alright. This will make this episode take longer, unfortunately, but you know, that's the territory. Yeah, we'll run. Oh man, winter is almost here, and it's already catching up to me. I am really congested. So, excuse me if I'm sniffling and sneezing. Guess that comes with the territory. I actually like the cold weather. It doesn't really bother me. You know, I guess getting sick from it isn't any good. I think I have to go talk to this guy. I actually don't know what I want to do with Amos. Monster Master. I don't know, I guess maybe we'll make him a priest. If nothing else, it will be good for his magic points. We want to try to get some decent jobs early on. least that's the way I see it. Oh, excuse me. Man, I didn't want to use the bank. Nope. That's pretty cheap. I am going to probably make everyone a priest eventually. Everyone's going to have their go at being a priest. This is mostly because in this game healing magic, I mean in general healing magic is useful. That can't be overstated. You know, in any game, any RPG, almost any, there's probably one outlier out there somewhere. But, yeah, so, with that in mind, having everybody, you know, in the party able to heal, well, that's great. I'm actually a big fan of attack magic. Any kind of offensive magic is right down my alley. I like it. This game doesn't seem to have much. It has a few debuffs, it has a few, you know, nukes, attack spells, you know, direct damage kind of things, but they're all underwhelming. Maybe it has something to do with just the quality of spells we have available right now, or the skills and abilities of the characters. I might actually do some testing off screen and see if maybe, you know, changing the character's wisdom or something like that will have any kind of effect on that attack magic damage. If it does, that's great. If it doesn't, that means we'll have to use some superior spells to actually deal out damage. And Ashley became a muckraker. She learned the ability nap. Maybe a science poof. I really hope to get, this is probably going to be a while, martial artist seems to level slowly. But it will be nice to get Carver, you know, to the point where he's mastered that and we can move on. He's also got the highest level, which doesn't help. A lot of times he's probably not getting credit for his battles, which is not good. That's my fault. Okay, so these do work. But yeah, making him into a priest and then eventually a paladin will be great, I think. Now, I don't know how much stuff there is to collect here. I'm probably missing something. I probably will look in the guide for this and see if there's any important weapons or items or, you know, hopefully 10,000 gold. Yeah, right. That would be way too good for me. It'd be such good luck. But yeah, if there's anything worth getting here that I overlooked, I'll probably get it off screen, just because I don't think wandering around this place forever makes for a very entertaining video. I don't mind doing it myself. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to that sort of thing. I really do try to find everything I can in these games. Excuse me again. Gawain leveled up. 10 hit points, 3 magic points, and attributes. He's starting to get some nice levels. And Nevin became a better mage. He's an enchanter. He learns Fuddle. He learns Kasap. Gawain's a better priest. He learns Menheal. He learns Tingle. So unfortunately we're not getting those nice little gold bonuses we were getting in the past. Okay, well she's got ways to go and get about. I was just making sure no one was leveling up, fully leveled up their job, although I don't think I'd backtrack at this point. I've done that to you guys enough. And I didn't want to do that. I am going to save this game. I don't think I'm going to be doing many RPGs for a little while at least. I don't know, maybe a few months. Or even, a year or two. It's not because I don't like them. It's because my daughter's like 2. She'll be 3 soon. And I work, and she's home with me sometimes. But when she gets a little older and goes to school and all that, I'll have more time for RPGs. And a lot of times with this game, like I have to come home, do other things, and either with the website or just getting something to eat or something, and maybe if I'm lucky, I'll have 30-40 minutes to play, which isn't terribly productive. So hopefully I'm gonna look over here. So unfortunately I might not be able to do so many old-fashioned kind of RPGs. I encountered that problem with Grandia as well, and Double Moon Densetsu. They were 2 games that I did not record for whatever reason. Well, I know it wasn't doing that sort of thing at the time, but yeah, it took me quite some time to beat those games. An action game, on the other hand, I can power through it in a few days, even if I only have a couple hours a night to play. So, unfortunately, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think waiting and having some nice RPGs to play is a good thing. It's a good way to do it. And really, I might have to. As a gamer, I've always kind of had an RPG that I played and an action game. I generally didn't just play one or the other at once, unless it was like an action RPG. Something like Fallout 3 or Diablo or something like that. Oh, excuse me guys, I'm so sorry. That's another thing, like if I get sick or something, I really should be taking the night off. But I want to keep the videos coming, I want to keep this going, and so therefore, I end up having to play it. If it's an action game, I'll just kind of skip over it. It's not something I really considered when I started doing this. There's some things you don't take into account. But hopefully it won't be too long. And even though I'm saying this now, I'm probably going to go back on my own decision and end up, picking up another RPG in a month or two after I've done this. I do have to see how much we have left. I think we're about a little more than halfway through. This is a pretty massive game, which is good. You know, don't get me wrong, that's not a bad thing. Oh no. This is a bad thing. Oh, I can't believe that. I think we screwed ourselves, yep. Yeah, it's not a bad thing that this is a long game. If I were, you know, even now, it's nice to get some mileage out of the game. You know what I mean? You know, but usually you pay for these things, so it's nice to see that you know you can get 30, 40 hours at least out of this game. Probably if you really know what you're doing, you can probably beat this pretty quickly. I know some people go, oh, this game's so short. You know, I kind of take that with a grain of salt. Partially because it might be someone who played the game a lot and really knows what they're doing and can go through it in no time. Saying, or maybe they're just really good at playing games. And you know, they just blast through everything. Oh, the Clearvale martial artist belt. Dodgy dance. You know, that's you know, that's something I'm always skeptical of when people say a game's really short. That doesn't necessarily have any bearing anyway. I know I'd probably say a lot of games are short. If someone asked me, you know, this game not falling into that category, but you know, even huge games, like a game like Skyrim or something like that, yeah, that can actually be pretty short. You know, that's without using exploits or particularly knowing what you're doing. If you know, if your goal is to just beat the main story, yeah, you know, you can probably do it. Do it in, you know, I don't know what the records are, but I'd say maybe 10, 15 hours. Okay, did we go here? This is what we want. So we don't go down into that one hole. A rock bomb? I'm running from that. That does not look safe. But yeah, speaking of such things, it reminds me of length of games. How important that is, or isn't. And I remember, I think it was GameStop. Oh no, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe that. That was bad. I'm so sorry guys. I didn't... It's actually very easy to slip off that ledge. Yeah, I think I went to GameStop some years ago, and there was a game, I think it was called, like, it was Gauntlet something. It was a PlayStation 2 game. It was, you know, this, you know, really kind of modern entry into the series. And I thought, oh, you know, I remember that Nintendo game, you know, that arcade game. I actually remember it from the NES, but yeah, I remember that game. Maybe I'll see what the modernized version's like. And, you know, looking at the back of the box, I think it was a pretty decent game. And, it, you know, is fairly new. Even though I probably was looking at a used copy, it was, you know, it was probably not a lot of money. But, you know, it was still like maybe $30 or so. You know, US dollars, obviously. For me, since I'm obviously a Yankee. Yeah, losing my train of thought here. You know, I take it up to the counter and I say, yeah, I'll buy this. There's, you know, the guy's like, oh, are you sure you want to buy that? I'm like, well, what do you mean? There we go, I didn't fuck that up. Yeah, I'm like, well, what do you mean? And I was still pretty young. I was maybe 21, 22. And, you know, a little wet behind the ears still. And the guy's all like, well, it's not a very long game. It's like maybe 6 hours long. And, you know, really, that's not that bad. You know, I could probably, if I sat down and, you know, not even having any skill at the game or something, I could probably beat some of these older games in 6 hours. Not all of them, maybe not even the majority, but a good amount of them, and they might even still be good games. But, you know, at the time, most games were longer than 6 hours. And I was like, oh, well, that's not good. And he gives me this, well, he doesn't give it to me, but he's like, oh, well, there's a different gauntlet. You should get that one, because that one's really long. And, you know, like, you know, it was, it looked interesting from the back of the box. And that's not good. Not good at all. I didn't know they blew up. My story is, it got ruined by that dragon. Yeah, the game he suggested, the other Gauntlet game, it looked interesting from the back of the box. And it, you know, had all these different classes, things you could unlock, and all that. And, I was like, oh no, these graphics, they kinda don't look all that great. I think those Gauntlet Legends. But, you know, you can't always be sure from the back of a game box. Sometimes, you know, the pictures are so small and all that. And I was like, well, it's a big game, and, yeah, that was really short. So I guess I'll listen to him and get this one, especially since it's $10. Yeah, you can't beat that. Oh. Hopefully I didn't screw up. Yeah, so, you know, $10, can't beat that. And I'd get home, and the game's horrible. It was depressingly bad. Not so much because it is objectively a bad game. What I realized I had got, sorry for coughing, was instead of getting, you know, the shiny, super modern, for the time, PlayStation 2, other Gauntlet game, I got a game that was basically probably intended for PlayStation 1, and had graphics that looked it. And, you know, played like an original PlayStation game. It wasn't terribly bad, but it was disappointing. You know, it's not what I wanted. And even one thing that was bad about it, you know, looking back, I can objectively say this. Even all those things you could unlock, all these characters and stuff. There was a sameness to them. They were just pretty much different sprites with, you know, maybe a different name or something. There's nothing special about them. A few exceptions, you know, had some time put into them. Most of them just sucked. So yeah, so that's my story about that game. I always wonder how the other one was. You know, even if it wasn't that long, if it were perhaps less mediocre, I would have been much more happy with it. You know, there have been some rather short games that I thought were great, despite being short. And speaking of PlayStation 2 games, one such game, and I would recommend this to anyone. You can probably get it really cheaply. I know I got it for just, you know, maybe $5 or $10. It was another cheap game I picked up. It was a game called, I better run for these. It was a game called Demon Stone. It was actually D&D based game. It was more of an action game. It had some RPG elements to it, but it was one of those games where it's like maybe, you know, 20% RPG, 80% action. It was really cool. If you just play the first 20 minutes of the game, you think it's terrible, because you get a party of 3 people, which you can switch between in real time, and it's, you know, oh, we got Armor Secco. Oh, we missed it. You know, you can switch between them in real time, and you get all these different abilities. The one guy is just a fighter, and he just hits things with a sword. But he's useful. You know, he has use. And there's a mage who, you know, does mage stuff. And there's an assassin who could, like, hide in shadows and slit throats and stuff. It was all really cool. It wasn't a long game. It was maybe 10 hours tops. And I might be getting a little generous with that. But it did have Patrick Stewart do the voice acting for one of the characters, which was pretty cool in and of itself. And I guess they wanted to make more games, and it was one of those things where they probably thought it would do better, they would have a series going well. I don't think that happened. I don't think they ever made a series for it. It's a one-shot deal, but it's fun. And if you just kind of take it as it is, for what it's worth, it's certainly a good game to play. Something that I would recommend to anyone, if you can get it cheaply. And of course, in this day and age, and you didn't hear this from me, in this day and age you can get PlayStation 2 games for free. If you know where to look, and you can also, you know, play them on your computer. So that's, you know, that's another option. You didn't hear that from me. Let's read this sign. Well done, courageous one. Now swing the golden pickaxe and retrieve your shard of courage. And I'm very sorry about that. This is pretty brutal. Hopefully I'm not coming down with something, and it's just my allergies. They really kind of hit me hard in spring and fall. Especially with work and all that. I guess like all the mold and stuff in buildings. It's... Okay, let's do this. Several shards of courage are sent flying, and we acquire a shard of courage. So we got the shard of courage. Hopefully I will remember to, you know, check the guide. We can zoom right out, that's good. Make sure we didn't miss anything on that element. I'll probably just do the backtracking off screen and show you what I found later on. I think that's pretty reasonable. There's nothing really very interesting about that level. Like I said, that's kind of typical to RPGs at this time. You know, not necessarily bad, not necessarily good, it just is. You know, it's kind of like one of those little maze levels, and have you going around in circles, and have you fallen into things and stuff. Quite a few games like that. Oh, it's you again. Do you have business here? Why, yes I do. We give the Shard of Courage to Mr. Truss. Wait, is this? I say, I'm not seeing things in line. This is a Shard of Courage. But why? How did you? What, you scaled Destiny's Drop? Why, that was a mighty risk you took. How could we possibly ever repay you? Now that we have a Shard of Courage, we can finally make the badge of courage that Matt wants so badly. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. But wait, surely you must be jiggered after climbing that precipitous peak. I'm afraid I have nothing to offer you in the way of a reward. Perhaps you would like a bed for the night, yes. Excellent, please come with me. Please don't make me sleep in that kid's room. That's creepy. Creepy. That's creepy. First the kid's named Matt. I actually work with a guy named Matt. I'm terribly sorry, but the only free bed we have is Matt's old one. I'm sure that our son would be delighted to let you use it, especially after what you did. Yeah, you know, just have 4 people pile onto his bed. Come on in and make yourselves at home. Darling, you scarcely believe this. These wonderful people have brought us a Shard of Courage. A Shard of Courage? Crikey! As thanks, I've insisted they stay the night. It's the least we could do to repay them. Of course, please stay as long as you like. I can't believe we finally have a Shard of Courage. Well, we'll leave you to it. I'm afraid this room is a bit of a mess, but do enjoy your stay. We'll be sleeping downstairs ourselves. Good night, then. So friggin' creepy. Oh. And the bed's flying. Whee! Well, this is trippy. There's Matt. I bet you've never seen a bed this neat, huh? This is almost like something from Earthbound. I'm Matt, nice to meet you. It sure would be rude not to thank you for fetching this shard and stuff, so go on, take the bed as yours. It's not like I lead it. I can fly by myself nowadays. I can't thank you enough, Jimbo. So long and don't fall asleep while flying. Well, that's Whoa, what's up there? It's a flying bed. The bed is, hey, it's a flying bed, it's back. I have no idea who's riding on it, but it sure is wonderful to see it back. And we've received the flying bed. So we can't quite fly over mountains, but we can fly over bodies of water. That's pretty helpful. I'm sure there's some backtracking we can do, and exploring. Fortunately, we won't get harassed by enemies, that's always good. But yeah, this was rather unexpected development. I didn't think we'd get a flying bed of all things, but of course this is the dream world, where even though it seems a little bit mundane, anything's possible. Oh, well, there we can unfly. I'm going to actually save the game now. I think I'm going to try to get some sleep. Hopefully sleep this cold off, if that's what it is. If not, well, maybe I'll feel a little bit better. Yeah, so thanks for sharing this fascinating episode with me. Definitely an interesting game. It's very sad in some ways, I have to say. But it's couched in very lighthearted terms, which I think is rather significant. It's something to ponder. I don't like to put too many of my opinions out there on this sort of thing all the time. I think I do that plenty in these videos, but I think I'll let other people, the viewers, come to their own conclusions about all that. I certainly have mine, and I think it's good. I think it's a thoughtful thing that they did when they made this game. It kind of looks shallow, but it's a little bit deeper than what it appears to be on the surface. So yeah, thanks again for watching. I will be back with more. Until next time, good luck and happy gaming.